Don't show them your butt. Still trying to recreate my own face in a portrait. You are the MVP. Good morning. I went for a very nice 10-kilometer bike ride this morning. I was expecting to see the sunrise, but for some reason the sun was very blue today. Like it looked bluish, grayish. I don't even know how to describe it because it was so cloudy and there's no glow around it because of the clouds. It looked literally like the moon. I was like, is that the sun or the moon? Then I looked at the time. It was definitely the sun, but it was seasons are changing. Seasons are changing and I am here for it 100%. It's been a long summer. Let the winter come. Let the cool, breezy temperatures come. Funny thing, since I got this camera, I have never changed the settings. Once I set it the first time, I use the same camera settings in every single video. I got it, I followed one introduction tutorial and then I set the camera and I've never changed it since, and I feel like video quality is just flat. I'm not using the full potential of the camera in terms of different lighting setups, different, like daylight, when I'm using the floodlights, stuff like that. And I've noticed that if I'm doing a long video, there's no continuity in the appearance of the video. Like sometimes you'll see the video starts off very bright, especially if I'm sitting, like when I'm doing my hair videos, it will start out very bright, then somewhere halfway through it will be darker, the colors will change, my skin tone will change, all that, just because I'm using one setting. But light shifts, especially because I'm using half of the daylight and the other half I rely on my ring light. So yesterday I went on the internet and I dove into a plethora of videos on how to change the camera settings depending on the environment that you're working with. This is one of them. This is a different setting from what I usually use, so I don't know if you can notice there's a difference, but this is one of them, and hopefully I can be able to keep on adjusting, learning and adjusting as required. But I like this one. I like the colors look a bit more natural, a bit more true to myself. Usually I appear like much more lighter than this. This one is making the lighting look very cold. I don't know. Anyway, I've been learning. So if you see that face, Sullivan is just always trying to be cute. Don't show them your butt. This is where you decide to sit comfortably. Can I get up, Sally? back home now and I want to make some pilau masala. I want to make some pilau, and since we don't have the pilau masala spices readily available, I'm going to be making it from scratch. So recently, I've taken up practicing painting portraits a lot. I really want to get good at it. And usually, I get references from Pinterest or just random faces I find on the internet. But I feel like I'm never hitting the mark. And because I'm not really familiar with those faces or they're not memorable faces, I feel like maybe I'm not learning as good as if I used a subject that I'm more familiar with. So I decided to use my own face as my practice subject for painting portraits. And let me tell you, the things that I struggle with mixing colors. I was trying to mix colors so many different ways and it was just not hitting the mark. And then the proportions as well. I always get it a little bit off. I think out of all the practices that I've done, this had the most accurate under drawing or the drawing under that guides you on where to place the paint. But no matter how much I tried mixing the colors, it was not just coming together. I still need a lot of learning in mixing colors. At this point, I was just like, you know what, let me just go to bed. I will try this another time because it's not working out at all. Good morning. I tried to do something a little bit different with my hair today. I just did what do you call them? Sock bun. Usually I generally avoid any styles that involve pulling back my hair because
I can't afford miracle jobs.
where are the edges? But at the end of the day, confidence is king. Anyway, so I've been saying this over and over again. Painting flowers is fun, but my ultimate goal is to be able to create portraits of people. Like I can draw you until you feel, oh my god, that is me in the best light, you know, and then now incorporate abstracts, creativity in the backgrounds and stuff like that. But I really desire to be able to paint nice portraits. So I've been practicing drawing and painting, just trying to figure out how to recreate like the human anatomy, the face, the body position, hands, everything, which is the most difficult because if I draw a flower, and even if I'm copying from like a flower that exists like a rose, the petals don't have to be perfectly similar to what it is in nature, but you'll just see that yes, this is a rose. But when it comes to drawing the human face, you just have to nail it, because if you draw something else, then it's not the person you're drawing yet. And then I decided that I will use myself as the subject. Like when I'm able to draw my face and feel like, okay, this looks like my face, then I can be able to start drawing other people. Yesterday, I was struggling with this painting of my face. This is not the first one I've done of my face, by the way. I've drawn my face many times, and many times it has flopped. That's why you'll never see evidence. This one, the drawing under the painting, the guideline, seemed close to me. Like I was like, okay, that's pretty close. But then I started painting. I don't know what's going on with the colors. I didn't finish it. One thing I've committed to nowadays is to make sure I complete everything I start. Whether or not it's working out, I will just complete it, and then if it doesn't work out, fine, I'll try again. But I'm committed to completing. But so far, the colors, I'm struggling with mixing the colors. It's either coming out too dark, too yellow, like it's not giving realistic. But I feel like the underdrawing was close enough. Now when you look at it, does it look like that? Well, creativity is not for the weak. It's not for the weak, man. I will keep trying. I will not give up. I'm going to try and fix this painting, try and fix the colors and finish it. So yeah, that is the main challenge of today, trying to fix this funny looking painting of my face. At least it's my face, it's not someone else, so they won't be disappointed. I have been painting and painting for the past like 3 hours, and my portrait is not coming together. It's just looking as disheveled as it was before, and I think paint brushes are the issue. I'm convinced it's the brushes, it's not me, it's not my skills that's the problem. So I want to go and get some new paint brushes. The thing with acrylic paint brushes is when the acrylic dries on it, the bristles just get ruined, and some of them are pretty old. I've been using them over and over, so I want to get some fresh brushes, and maybe that will improve. It's not me, I'm convinced it's the brushes. Good morning. So yesterday I went to find the paint brushes to try and figure out why I'm having such a huge issue with painting the portraits. I just went and got every paintbrush I could find available in that mall, every type of paintbrush. There was not a lot of options, but the most important brushes I need was the detailing brushes, these ones with the smaller, these ones that have the smaller tips. So these ones are good when you're doing small details. And then another set and one more set just for good measure. This one in particular, I thought it was interesting because of the type of brushes. They're mixture of detailing brushes and the flat brush. So the flat brush is very good, especially when painting over large areas and you want the paint to apply a thin layer. I think that's what it's for. So I got a bunch of brushes because I didn't show you the progress I made in the painting after I tried to correct the colors and it still backfired. So that's how far we got. I swear the camera is doing it justice because in person the colors are terrible, but still trying to recreate my own face in a portrait. But yeah, this is after I tried to remix the colors again and apply on top. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but with the new brushes I will still try and finish it off. So because I want to close off this video, probably the finished product will be in the next video, but hopefully I will come up with something good. Anyway, I don't usually do outros or close my vlogs off. I just fall off. I just fall off the video until the next time. But I did notice there is some changes in the numbers of the subscribers when I was looking at my YouTube studio. So there are a few new people here. So I don't even remember if I did an intro for this video, so I will introduce myself again for the new people who are watching. My name is Castellin. I live in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. I've been living here for the past, how long has it been? 2017. Oh my god, it's been 7 years. I've been living here for 7 years. I make videos around my life here in Dubai, and recently I picked up art. I started in 2020 during the pandemic. Of course, everyone was looking for something to do indoors, so I picked up art, but I was not doing it much. Maybe once a month, once every 2 months I was painting. But this year, 2024, is when I've been more serious about focusing on improving my skill, learning techniques, all that in terms of art. And so far, this is how far I have reached. I still have such a hard time mixing colors. I basically don't know what I'm doing. I've never been to art school. I just go on YouTube, watch a bunch of videos and try to recreate what I see, and it's so much fun. I want to get better. For now, it's something that I really enjoy doing. Like, it's so peaceful when I sit down with my paintbrush and forget about everything and just try to create something beautiful. And what else? Here I do a lot of things. Aside from the art, I do a bunch of other things. I don't even know how to describe my character. Probably call it a jack of all trades. I clean, I do hair, mostly my own hair, so I do a lot of videos doing my own hair. I love DIYs, so I like to do a lot of DIY things around the house, so that is also something that you'll get to see a bit of here. And of course, we have our little resident terrorist, that is Sullivan. Sullivan is our cat. Today is actually Sally's birthday, which is weird considering that he was a rescue. Like, we got him from a pet adoption event. He was a rescue, so I don't know where they got his birthday from, but that the date that is written on his passport as date of birth. So funny. Yeah, date of birth is today. So today is Sally's birthday. I don't know, maybe extra treats. I don't know how we can celebrate him today, but yeah, today is his birthday. And yeah, so I just wanted to welcome all the new people who have recently subscribed. Welcome to our small bubble on this corner of the internet. It's a really small bubble. I might consider myself an extroverted introvert in terms of I really enjoy spending time by myself. Like I can always find a way to entertain myself, and that's how I am able to film and talk to a bunch of people, but in essence I'm by myself. So I'm an introvert in that sense, where when I am in my own space, in my own energy, I'm just entertained and happy. I love to laugh, I love making jokes. But when I'm outside, I tend to be a little bit reserved, a little bit shy. So I'm teetering the line between an introvert and an extrovert, because if I was a full introvert, I would not be on YouTube. So I'm not a full introvert, but I do enjoy spending time alone. So that is basically me in a nutshell. So if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. And if you've watched the video all the way until the end, you are the MVP and you deserve all the nice things in the world. And I hope today the side of the pillow that you rest your head on will be cool and your blankets will be warm and you'll rub your feet together when you go to bed and have nothing but sweet dreams. That's all. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I will see you on the next one with hopefully a completed portrait. Bye.